Hey gang, what is going on? What is it? January 7th. We're a week into this year. I hope you guys all had a great new year. I did. Amber and I went up to Holland, Michigan, explored it, took it easy, watched way too much football. Hey, go Hoosiers. So cool to watch them continue that win streak, and I want to keep them going. This week is a little bit slower as expected. Basically from November to now, it is nonstop, it's packed, and we're all ready to take a little bit of a break. So with that being said, we have some more time this week. We're heading back over to Milan, so we're going to start working on the chairs today. We've carved some time out on the schedule this year to make this a more regular deal. And the biggest thing I got to do is learn what these chairs are about, learn what he does, how he does them, and take as much knowledge from this as I can. And so with this downtime, not booked, that's what we're going to do. It's something I'm really passionate about. I want to do. I want to see a little bit more. And yes, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to bring you guys along. The last video like this that we made didn't quite turn out the way that I wanted it to, so we're back at it again. And now we've just been doing some diving videos. I haven't been in the pool yet. I got to get that on the schedule also. So I'm kind of picking my battles here between diving and working on the chairs. Today's the chair day. The past few weeks have just been a holiday family day. Along with me, we'll take you to Milan's. You already know the drill. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. We're working on barber chairs. All right, well, I'm here, and the first order of business is to help Milan move out of this building. He's been here for a while, and he's moving out to a different place.
All right, guys, and here we go. Here it is in all of its glory. I know it gives some of you guys anxiety seeing this much stuff all over the place. And full disclosure, today in this video, we don't work on the barber chairs at all whatsoever. I just help Milan, not even organize, just try to get some of the things in order. I'm going through and picking the coolest thing or the most valuable things and the things that people desire, need the most kind of out of this as he's trying to get out of this building and kind of clean up the place a little bit. I'm doing my best to help him out and find some of that. So most of the day, the entire day today is doing this kind of stuff and going through this whole collection, we'll say. Later on, we go over to his other building where more the chairs are at and the workshop are at, and we spend a couple hours looking for the part that we need for that old Thelma. But to no avail, we didn't actually find it because, well, I think you can kind of see why we didn't find it. I know it's there. I'm heading back over this week, which by the time you watch this, by next week, whatever. We're going to go back and search for some more. I'm going to help him continue to go through this kind of piece by piece and see what we can find. And I'm helping him get rid of this stuff and make a little bit of extra cash, free up some space, and find some more of this cool stuff, a new home. Like what I'm picking up here are the pieces to the barber waiting chairs. Those barber chairs I have in the shop here. This is like the frame of those. Kind of just get them out of the way. They're cool, but they get to take a lot of work to put back together. Probably just scrap at this point, but hey, who knows? And then here, these are the Belmont. Not the Belmont, but the presidential armrests. These were the first chair I ever worked on with Milan, and he's got a nice little collection of them. They're from the mid 50s. They're like the highest end of this model of chair. There is also a Triumph barber chair, which I was my first chair that I redone. This is like the next step up. So kind of cool to see those. We'll put them away, collect them, find me a new home, see if it makes it all the way over there to the new place. But yeah, thanks. Continue watching here. It's about 20 minutes of going through this, and there's a few cool finds. Find some really cool headrests, some really cool lather machines, and some barber pole parts, new old stock barber pole parts. Milan spent a lot of time looking and working with chairs. Here they are. Here's some gold rings, some of the original boxes, the glass. Really cool old box here. And Milan used to run the South Bend Barber Supply, and that's where kind of a lot of this stuff came from. I think this was his shop and his storage area, and where he kept all the supplies when he was doing that. And then at some point, he got into doing barber chairs and really focusing on restoring them and being a barber chair doctor. And he got out of the supply business. Now there's only one in the area, LaVille Barber Supply. Love those guys. Go support them. You need your stuff, go to LaVille. But yeah, back to the things here. The barber poles. I don't know all these models even. in this little corner. They're just tucked away, and you never know what you're going to find. And that's why I love going to Milan's and always finding something different that I missed the last time that I was here. Families, I'm going to step out here, sit back, let you enjoy this a little bit, and we'll pick up over at Milan's next building. They came with a pair?
Yeah, they're supposed to go. I was talking about, see, this is different. Go, see, this clamp go on a chair.
Yeah, okay.
It's usually like a for waiting chairs, okay? And then you just squeeze it, and here on the bottom.
Okay. It empties. Yeah, mine comes apart. Mine's out of the plastic, but it's
This is the old one.
it's in pieces. Storage area there, and we're going to his prime storage where the workshop is, and where the barber chair that I took apart where it's at. But oh my gosh, I hope you see now what I'm talking about with Milan's place and all that. So what do we got? So now we got a few box of goodies here. We're gonna put those on, get those on eBay and get them posted. So hey, if there's any barber stuff or anything like that you want, we're gonna have it. Check the store out. And yeah, I love everything about that. It was just so cool going through there. I could spend probably weeks digging through that and trying to find it and work at it and help my buddy Milan. And he has quite the story, quite the story to tell and the adventure and the life he's lived. I can only imagine, and I appreciate that he shares it with me, and I appreciate to share it here with you guys, and that he's free and open enough to just put it out there for all of us to learn something. So enough of that, on to the other storage area now.
All right, so this is the organized building. It is a really cool building just in and of itself. It's an old train building. The railroad used to use it. Used to use this building for, I think, working on the cars or different things. But now, barber storage building, and man, I bet there's 500 to 1,000 barber chairs here, all the desirable ones in one level or another of being put together. And this place just goes on and on and on. How this guy got so much stuff, I have no clue. And how I was able to be part of it, I've got no clue, but dang, I'm thankful. All right, so here Milan thinks he found the chair that has the exact piece that we need. So I'm going to turn to and start to take off these brackets. That's what we're missing, the brackets, and then the footrest part, the flippy floppy footrest part. Pretty simple. These aren't rusted together. Just take them out of there, get them off the thing, make a Frankenstein barber chair. All right, I've got it off, and unfortunately it does not fit. It doesn't fit in there. It's just a little bit too big. I've got to go tell Milan the bad news and tell him that the search continues. But the good news is it's in here somewhere. I just don't know where. Milan thinks he knows where it's at, but he also couldn't walk right to it. But he always has a solution. He always has an idea. We're going to go on to the next thing and figure out what it is, but it's not going to be these pieces. And at this point, we've kind of given up hope that the piece we need is here. We got to get out of here. I've got to get going back home. But first, we're going to head back to the original building we were in, give it one last go, one last search around there, and see if we can find it before I head back to Goshen. And right off the bat, we find something super cool. This is a paper holder that went underneath the headrest, and it would allow the barber to pull out a new piece of paper, put it on there so you don't get the nasty bugs from the person before you. Think of the paper that goes on the doctor exam chairs. And while we're looking for that, we come across this old school Oster latherizer, one of the original latherizing machines, just like I use today behind the chair. It's changed a little bit. The way that this thing worked is it has like a sphere in there, and that spins and it whips up the lather. This one is not functioning properly. It does not dispense, but it turns on, it heats up, and it functions. So I brought that back to the barbershop, and I kind of worked on it this week in between haircuts and actually got to function again. So I felt really accomplished about that. It was one of the coolest things that I've worked on and actually got it to go. Most times I take them apart and I'm not able to get them to function, and I got to put them back together broken again. And as I'm heading out here, Milan just keep finding some cool stuff for me to bring with me to put in the eBay store. This old sterilizing kit. And I'm not sure what else we're going to come up here. Oh, a whole bunch of old combs. Found the new old stock of combs. And you need some rubber combs? I'm your guy. Come talk to your boy about the rubber combs. And the original cordless hairdryer, the wall cordless hairdryer here. Maybe not intentionally that way, but it is what it is now. It is that way. Hey, that's it. Everybody, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. I got a new necklace, and I will talk to you later. We'll see you next week.